So before we can comments of gold and silver, this is the in front of it, the X seal of that is the September month, the profits what we activated in the profit club, that is the in front of you. This is overall that 47 calls activated the last month. So it about the 33 lakhs 91 3 lakhs 99 39,000. The profit is that 47 calls, the margin of only in between, of course the crude oil is the much more, so the 2.225k, whereas the rest of the thing is only that 50k around. So that is the only the margin of 1 lakh below. So that activity is done except the crude oil. And come to the point of October month. This is in the bottom one is the October month, that is 13 calls activated till now. So the 4 trading days is in front of you. So that is especially the commodity sector at this moment. So all over that last week, that is meant to be weekend, that is the 12th 11th of Friday. So the carry forward portion existing as here the following, that is a 2 HTBT and 2 BTHT cost is activated. The position carry forward is in front of you. This is the crude and natural gas that short per HTBT, and whereas the silver and the gold mini HTB, that is the BTHT, whereas that is the silver is the call options activated, the 8500 CE. So that was to be activated. The price is at about 54.85, the activated price. And also the real position of the personal position of that silver mini call option of 85,000. So it was bought at about the 54.8550 is in front of you. So come to the point. In front of the daily data chart of silver, futures of CFD, which is close to $31.75. And would like to discuss about the weekend comments of that is the silver as well as the gold. The first is to be silver in front of you. The daily data is the 3rd week of October, and the 14th of market yet to be open on Monday. So come to the point about which is closed at about $31.75, which is almost all the highest side. The recent high what we seen at about $33.225 on 4th of October. This is the candle where that is the last week itself, so that was to be again that some sell off what was seen. So that was to be supported this here. That is I can say that is this is the baseline of that Ishmuki cloud. So I do not want to discuss about the technical and fundamental, especially that the price action is on the behalf of global condition present scenario. So especially the Iran and Israel. Here in the daily data chart, what we see in the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, so 3 times is pushed upside the fresh highs. That is the first one is on the 26th of September is it about $32.85, whereas that the recent the last week is to be that especially that is on 4th of October, that what we see in the fresh highs again to 33.225. So altogether this is dependent upon the global conditions present scenario. So that was to be really that strength is existing, but it's a second term that was to be some sell off what we seen that profit taking was done, but the baseline again supported. But before that we supposed to be think that the way to support, that is very much important. Here technically what we are observing is the one is the baseline, and the second one is the green is to be the super trend, and as well as that Ichimoku cloud that support was the 3 stages. So that was the key enough observation basis very necessary because of that big way of downside what we seen. So from $33 to $30 near about the least was seen, that this is the candle. So least was seen about $30.30 near about is that what we, the activities are done. So the big way of $3 down what we seen from the 10%, we can say that is from highs. So now keeping away of technicals and whatever the fundamentals, but the price is shining more. So especially this furthermore upside can't ruled out over the thing. So that again to be going to cut off of $33.25 can't ruled out. That is as per that present scenario. So especially that is once the fall is supported again, that is $30.30. that was to be again supported, and a big way of upside what we see in the last 2 days is again to think about the positively furthermore upside controlled out to reach about that $33, but the meanwhile, so that especially on Monday, I think so the gap up is to be support, otherwise to be sell off again. That is the $1,000,000 question to everyone. And now come to the point about the Indian rupee MCX price was to be the closed that just before of CFD, that was to be the closing price is about 91,550 as per the figure is here that is activated. So that was before that was a little bit, I was seen to be the 700 above, so that was to be the highest 91,740 and the closing is 91,550. So before, so that is the M6 closed, so that was to be that again that what I am saying is that is a little bit furthermore downside closed, that is in terms of that CFD, so that is 5 cents downside what we seen as on closing basis on Friday, but that is opening is to be the gap up controlled out a big gap up, otherwise the flat to upside, that all the matter of that is the Monday the Asian market opening. So here also technically, so that is the I mean to be the, especially the Ichimoku cloud, that the baseline support and conversion lines is to be resisting as per the closing figure, so that was to be surpassed tomorrow, probability is more. So in the case of that CFD, that the last time high of that is I think so that May was crossover done, whereas that here that May crossover didn't cross, so crossed in the M6 Indian rupee price, that highest what we see in about 95,162, whereas that is I mean to be that is the last time high about 96,380 on May. So that was still to be supposed to be crossover, supposed to be C, that was to be done on 29th of May. So that to be we are thinking that again to say that last week in the last video also I spoken about that was the level of 96,000, that crossover was not done, so that this time the probability is more, I think so as per the last two candles what I am 2 days I can say that is 2 days the movement was seen the heavy, I mean to the big support what we seen, so especially that is at 96,380 the high, that to be the one of the hurdle, and to be the next will be the from 5 figure to 6 figures the probability. So what we has been thinking, so that when that will depend, so that is maybe in this month or next month, it depends on the present global scenario. So whereas that here the gold is to be acting at higher side only, so from last 10 days or more than 10 days I think so, here the 15 more candles is to be existing here to be in range of trading, so that was the highest what we see in the recent time itself, that is a 2696.90 is the highest on 27th of September. So that after that the least was to be, that is 2 days back, that was to be least of 2622.80, the least was seen, and to be that again to bounce back what we seen, that gold is acting at higher side, that to be the again to be crossover to be probability is more in this week itself, it is in coming week. So what I feel, so altogether, so I am not discussing about the technical only, that is the present scenario, the price to be that very strongly bullish, especially that metals and gold silver to be that is really to be think over, but fresh long is to be the maybe that is a somewhat risk on the basis of the high fluctuated in intraday. So that please mind, especially in the case of the silver is the high fluctuation of 3,000 rupees in Indian rupee price, what I am discussing, and the in dollar terms at about in between, that is a $1 to $2 fluctuation has been seen. So please keep it in your mind, that is the entries of higher side to be avoid, the fresh entries to be really high risk. So that is please mind that is the who is profit, so they who is already the long side, that to be that is gain of observation, higher side profit taking, and re-entry of lower side to be that very advantage, the all especially that is gold and silver is very much suitable for that for trading purpose. So this is a gold is trading at higher side, that to be the I mean to go furthermore upside controlled out. So now come to the point about that Indian rupee price of the gold. So that is especially the what I am discussing here, the M6 gold mini, so that was to be they closed at about 75,738, which is last was the highest seen at about the recent time. That last week is about 76,250, whereas that is the higher highs was to be that seen about 76,479. so ever eyes on the 5th of 7th of May 2024, the last few months back. So that was to be the crossover. The probability is more in coming week, especially I think so. So let us see what the probability is that here the Monday gap up or any flat to gap up is the probability is more. So that to be hold price, otherwise to be some sell is again to be probability. Of course, the sell is to be minimum and the higher side to be movement is the maximum, probability is more, but that higher side entries to be avoid is or call. So whatever the position you can think and to be to be take the profit of a higher side and take the re-entry of that is the lower side is to be, especially in the case of silver high fluctuators counter. So this is about that yellow metal, the gold and silver, the probability. So that is on the basis of that present scenario for global. So altogether the higher side to be going to see furthermore. Good luck.